In New York this week, the term Twin Towers has taken on a new meaning. 14 feet of basketball brilliance intent on denying this city an NBA title. David Robinson. He's worked his entire professional career for an NBA championship. A championship that now may be only hours away. Tim Duncan is in just his second NBA season. But without him, there could be no ring for Robinson. Duncan has accepted that responsibility and is determined to get his running mate the prize he covets most. But if Duncan is to lead the charge toward a title for the Admiral, he'll need all hands on deck against a Knicks team that has shown it will fight to the last. Tonight at Madison Square Garden, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and the San Antonio Spurs seek their crowning achievement. Game 5 next.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1999 NBA Finals. Tonight, Game 5, the San Antonio Spurs versus the New York Knicks.
In New York, they still believe, but no team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit to win the finals. No team has ever won Games 6 and 7 of the finals on the road. On the other hand, David Robinson and the Spurs have closed out their 3 previous playoff series away from home. And odds are they'll do it again tonight if Tim Duncan scores 28 points and pulls in 18 rebounds as he did in Game 4. The Knicks will need a big performance again from Latrell Sprewell, averaging 24 a game in the series. Marcus Camby, 20 points and 13 rebounds in Game 4. Camby says that the Knicks are better than this.
Through Tim Duncan and David Robinson. But it's really been the play of their supporting cast that's been the difference. In Game 1, Jaren Jackson, 5 threes, 17 points. In Game 2, it was Mario Elie with his beautiful drive and dunk, and he had 15. And then in Game 4, their little leader, Avery Johnson, the little running hook, 14 points and 10 assists. And sort of the forgotten man offensively, Sean Elliott, he had 14 and 4. And when the supporting cast plays well, they win. Duncan and Robinson's numbers have been very consistent. 41 points and up through this series, but you see the number there on the right of the graph, 39, 36, and 48. The supporting cast, when they have scored well, they've won. They got off to a slow start in the first quarter. 9 shot blocks in the game, and after the first quarter, the New York Knicks shot only 35%. The block by Duncan. Allen Houston with the post up, the block by Robinson. Sprewell to the basket again. Here comes Tim Duncan once again. And watch the defense on this possession. Allen Houston is driven in to 3 San Antonio defenders. They swing the ball to the weak side. The great rotation, and it's going to be driven into 3 defenders here once again. Camby looks like he's got a shot. He passed it off to Larry Johnson, and the shot block. New York must play from ahead. They got off to a slow start. Midway through the second period, San Antonio took the lead. They never recovered. Bob, if you're going to look for...
When you get to 1, you know, you're thinking this is a great opportunity. You know, we got to come out and play our best game of the series, the best game of the playoffs. And if we're able to do that, then we can win this whole thing.
Game 5 is only minutes away. We'll step aside for a moment. When we return to Madison Square Garden, we'll turn things over to Hannah Storm and the Showtime crew.
This is the first team I've been on where, I mean, after 9 games, I think I may have got 1 chest bump. You know, these guys are really not emotional guys.
If you're waiting for David to show a lot of emotion, you're going to have a long wait.
It seems to puzzle me why you can't get emotional out there. Guys are talking bad about you. You know, guys are being physical with you, you know, retaliate.
Mario's the kind of guy who's going to say what's on his mind, and I don't have a problem with that as long as he brings his A game. If he ain't playing, he better shut his mouth up, you know.
I knew what he was trying to do, but I play my game. I think I play as hard as anybody out there on the floor. And just because I don't go waving arms and stuff doesn't mean I don't have any fire.
At some point after that, we decided we were going to come together and play together. And, you know, Mario didn't know us that well at that time. You know, he's saying what he thinks he needs to say. But now he knows us a lot better after a season of playing with us. And you know, we found a nice combination, and I think he likes playing with us.
3 down, 1 to go.
The Spurs will take a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals.
Allen Houston was able to get to the foul line 12 times. So what does Greg Popovich do? He puts a taller Sean Elliott on Allen Houston, forcing him into jump shots, forcing him away from the basket. Allen Houston was only able to get
details certainly wouldn't hurt. In Game 4, New York allowed virtually every Spur to play their game. Avery Johnson still left-handed. He promises to be so again tonight. With New York forced to play small against Tim Duncan, defensive position is more important than athleticism and luck.